Hello and welcome to That British Homestead. Today, well, we're going to go ahead and look through the pantry. So let's get started. So, let's go in. Let's start with the good, the bad, and then the frankly ugly, alright? I'm not going to lie to you. I try to just be really honest with this channel. I try to tell you everything that's going on, even if it's a complete fail. So I'm going to go ahead and keep with that sort of mentality. Probably be better if I just was like, yes, I'm amazing at everything. But the reality is we're all human, right? So let's start off with the good. Right, this is my personal... Do you know what? When I first started gardening, when I first started gardening, I started with a tomato plant and I killed it within a week. But after that, we started off in this garden behind you, and that garden we had, I think it was 6 tomato plants, and I was always oh, I really want to make enough tomato sauce for the year. That was the goal, and we have been eating on this, right? Remember, we've been having this since I think it was about September when we cut all of the tomato plants down. So it's been quite a few. But look, tomato sauce. There's loads. There's 31 pints of tomato sauce left for this year here, and they are basically just tomatoes and seasonable vegetables. I did use black parsley in it, as you can see. Doesn't it look like little burnt bits? My partner says he hates it. Don't ever put red wine in it though, when we've got lots of red wine. And what we're going to do is when we take this out, we put some red wine in it to deepen the flavour. So this is all pretty much from this year. I have 2 from last year left over. We eat this whole entire level of tomato sauces in bolognese, chili. We use it in lasagnas, and we do this fajita soup. Whew, and that's really, really good, but it does take one of these bad boys to be able to do. So it's really, really nice to have that sort of food available. Next level, a little bit of a shambles. We have some pickled rat's tails. These are radish seeds that have been it's been pickled with things like garlic and some dill, etc. They're really, really nice. Got some gherkins, which I don't know about you guys, but my gherkins always go a little bit whenever I do them. I have put in a grape leaf. Apparently it's meant to keep them crispier, so that's gonna be exciting. We smash through these at Christmas. I've got a few jars of those. Additionally, I've got this lovely chicken broth, which just looks horrible because it's got the fat on it, but honestly it's so flavoursome. We absolutely smash through that. We love chicken broth, so it's really important for us to have this, and we try to keep as many of the bones for chickens, and then we just go ahead and make a big batch. So we go ahead and pressure can that, and it is absolutely a godsend. Absolutely love it. We do things with onion and garlic and celery and things like that. It's really, really good. We did make Nano sauce, so that was in 2021, so it's a little while ago. We did make quite a lot of that, so we're still eating on those. 2 jars left of those, so we'll have to make some more probably in the coming future. And this is pineapple salsa, really good. I really like this for salsa soup as well. We put it in, and sometimes we put it into tomatoes and stuff like that. I did prefer, it's tomato sauce. I don't know what that's doing down there. Sweet. It turns out I have way more tomato sauce than I thought. Right, there you go. Now it's absolutely filled up. We've eaten loads of this already, so it's really exciting. I have some onions. We do have random onions around. There's a few onions in there. I kind of just dump them wherever there you go. The salsa, I do prefer, this is just plain salsa, and it's out of sweet cherry tomatoes, and it's so good. So we eat that quite a lot. I'm actually going to take a jar of that down to the house as we have fajitas in the week. Cherry, this, I made this a little while ago. This is chili jam. It's really, really good. It's super spicy and it's really sweet, so it's lovely. It is actually quite chilly in here. We've actually just turned on the radiator just in case. It's meant to get really, really cold this week, so it's going to even snow apparently on Wednesday. So this is the salsa level, as you can see. Loads of salsas here. We've got plain salsa, really great for things like fajitas, etc. We also stick it in like as a way of like enriching a soup or a stew or whatever. Rat tails, they're pretty standard. They are the seeds of radishes. I actually prefer these to actual radishes. So down here we have our squashes and our sweet treats. So we actually have this squash, but it's got a bit weird on top. Everything's incredibly cold here. It's got a bit weird. I don't know if this is because it froze slightly or what's going on with it. Have you ever seen anything like that before? Bit weirdness on it, but all of the others are perfectly perfect. We also have things like apple pie mix, which is like apples with a bit of cinnamon in them. We have a bit of rhubarb here. We've got tons of rhubarb ready for pie season. We've got some tinned fish that I've bought, some baked beans, absolute British classic baked beans. And we have rhubarb jam, which is actually incredibly addictive. So I go through that like crazy. Right, at the bottom, we have like our bulk items. Like we've got our soy sauce. I make this in bulk. It is chili sauce that we use for stir fries. Really, really love it. And we've got some candied jalapenos at the back, which are lovely. Some more pickles for Christmas. Right at the back there as well. Like I said, we'll just shove them anywhere. All onions. They're looking really good. I do need to go through some of them to make sure that they're not starting to go a bit funny. That's going to be a super fun job, isn't it? But some of them are really super good, so I shall be doing that soon. Okay, over this side, this is where we keep all of our sort of like empty jars that we've already eaten. This is this and one other place we keep them. We do use some of the jars that we use from the supermarket. Right, here on this side, I've got tons and tons of garlic. These are all of the garlic we're keeping for eating for the year. Some of them have started to sprout because it's a little bit too warm in here. Here, we've got a load of our winter squashes. Crown Prince, we've got sweet potato, we've got more of the wonderful butternut squashes. Were lovely for soup. This side, oh, we've got a brush, but we've got loads of onions here, and these are the super good onions, really firm. We've got some more garlic in here. I kind of take from them first. We've got these wonderful spaghetti squashes. They're just an absolute lifesaver. They last for ages in the just left on the side. We've got some of these delicata squashes, which have really stored really well. I actually didn't have any faith in them, and they've done really well. However, can you see the issue that we've had? So their squash didn't quite make it, and it looks like something's eaten all the seeds out of it. It's so grim. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this up and give the rest, whatever's left to it, to the ducks. Work's never done, so that was a fun thing to see when we came down here. Just gonna grab some garlic as well whilst I'm down here. A couple of onions as well. Next we're looking at, this is our alcohol section. So we've got some red wine, which is back here. This is red wine. We use it so much in cooking. We love bolognese, we do lasagna, etc. Absolutely smash through the red wine. This is some cider that we've made as well from just fermenting apples, obviously. Then we've got our demijohns at the back that we use for kombucha and everything like that, which we aren't making at the moment because we've got a load already. I don't tend to use the top shelves too much other than just storage stuff, on the basis that I'm super short and I just simply can't reach those areas, so there's no point in me putting a load of stuff in there. Okay, so this is what we have in the freezer. So we do freeze some of our stuff in the freezer, obviously. Some of the stuff we don't get around to canning or get around to doing anything with, so we stick it in the freezer and then we just eat on it, right? So we've got things like beans from our French beans. We did so well in rhubarb this year, so we've got all of that jam, we've got all of that, and we've also got rhubarb in abundance. We're probably going to make rhubarb vodka with this. I got ward beans, which are super good. I throw a handful in every time we do a roast. We've got some sweet corn, which we grew in the garden here. This is so good. I throw this into like everything, into tuna, into casseroles, into you name it, right? That's chilies, etc. So good, and it's so much better than that you can get in the store. Most of this though, I'll show you, it's rhubarb. So yeah, I normally make a batch of rhubarb vodka for Christmas, so that's probably what I'm going to be going to do with that. My mum was already like hinting that she wants rhubarb vodka, so we have absolutely tons of it. And then I have things like garlic scapes, which I will dehydrate and grind up when I get a bit of time. Strawberries, which I'm going to make into strawberry jam, so I've got lots of those still in there. More beetroot and some more scapes. So absolutely tons of stuff in this freezer. This is our like overspill freezer, if you see what I mean. And it kind of like whatever doesn't fit at home goes in here. So we've got absolutely tons and tons and tons of stuff in there to be eaten with, which is really exciting. So I really think we've done all right this year compared to, every year we try to do a little bit more. This year was a really difficult year for me because it was hot, then it was cold, then it was hot, then it was cold, and the veg just did not know what they were doing. But I absolutely smacked it out the car park when it came to butternut squash this year. Last year I got one little butternut squash about this big, and this year I've got absolutely tons of them, which is really, really good. I'm really, really happy about that. The last thing I need to show you is how the rhubarb's going, and I haven't looked at the rhubarb because I've got a big bag of rhubarb. I haven't looked at the beetroot, so the next thing I need to tell you about is the beetroot. I haven't looked at the beetroot yet because we've got absolutely tons of it in the fridge at the moment. We're still eating on that. So let's together find out how this goes. This could be a disaster, right? Not looked. Here's my little shopping set, look. So I got some potatoes that I got from the Hessian sack up there. I'll show you the Hessian sack. I don't think I showed you that. Just up there. I've got one bag inside the house, but I should be eating those first. And bleh. So, some salsa, some onions and some garlic. I've got loads of the vegetables inside already, so let's have a little look. Oh. Yeah, they look good. Nice and hard. Look alright. Well, that one does anyway. I do think they are growing a little bit, which I don't think they're meant to, but apart from that, they feel good. Can you see me? You cannot. Look, I'll show you. You see the little leaf just growing through. But they are good. They're still hard, which is nice. It just needs to get a little bit colder in here, I think. So they're doing all right. Let's put this back on. I will keep you updated about how they go along. I've never done that before, so it is a little bit, but yeah, so far so good in this little humble food storage place. So yeah, I'm mostly excited about the tomatoes, and everything else is just an added bonus, to be honest. I do think that the squashes are absolutely smashing it at the moment. I just cannot believe how well we're done. I think next week we're going to absolutely make a ton of squash soup, so that's always exciting. I've made tons of butternut squash soup. with the sweet potatoes that we got, and it's just been absolutely fabulous. So thank you so much for watching, and let me know how you did this year down below. I'm always super excited about hearing you guys' like explanation, how you're storing things for winter, how you got on this year, etc. Getting quite excited about next year. So it's ordering my seeds. I know it's super early, but I love the sales, so I'm always a sucker for the sales. So let me know how you're getting on down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.